Hey guys, Cole Channa here. Welcome back to another Super Swole Sunday. And click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. I would love to interact with you guys. So here we go, Super Swole Sunday, episode 2. Today I want to talk to you guys about calories, energy balance, and nutritional value. So I made a salad yet again today. I got steak right now being made on the stove. And so I felt like I would just go ahead and dive in to this meal in terms of the calorie content and nutritional value, and compare it to some other options such as cookies. So in this salad, I have about 4 cups of lettuce, which is a mix of spring mix and romaine lettuce. And then I also have about 2 medium-sized Roma tomatoes, about a cup of cucumbers, and then I also have about probably like a 1/4 cup of cheese, and then a tablespoon of olive oil, garlic salt, seasoned salt, pepper, and a whole medium avocado. I also have 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar in here. So based on the food contents of this salad, here is the nutritional value, just the basic nutrition facts of the salad here. And then cookies, and the serving size of this is 3 cookies. So if I were to pull this out, that's 3 cookies right there, right? Compare that to that. Look at the size difference. But look at the nutritional value of these cookies. And then here's the steak. Even though I have these in cubes, this is roughly about a pound. It came in a 1.2 pound container, but I cut off about 0.2 pounds of fat. And this is what's remaining. And here is the nutrition facts for that. So why I'm sharing this information is because it's to show you that a couple different things. One, the volume of food is not always going to equal more calories. Sometimes you're gonna have food options like this, where you have a lot of produce, very high in nutritional value, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, but low in energy, low in calories. So it's going to get you fuller sooner, but you're going to consume less calories. However, on the cookies, you can consume 3 of those chocolate chip cookies, and it's 160 calories out right off the bat. Very palatable, very easy to consume. The salad is kind of considered what is known to be healthy, whereas the cookies would be kind of classified as unhealthy. However, what you really should evaluate unhealthy and healthy for yourself is your dietary patterns. Kind of what is the majority of the food you're eating versus just one sample of food throughout the day. So if you're eating a diet that is possessing a majority of lean proteins, lots of produce, lots of very basic energy dense carbohydrates like rice, pasta, then you can kind of tell yourself that you have a healthy diet. And it's okay to include kind of those unhealthy items such as, cakes, cookies. Just know how they fit into your diet specifically, given your kind of nutritional needs and calorie needs. If you're wanting to get more well acquainted with kind of how you are building a diet for yourself and the nutrition facts for the diet you're creating, get a scale to get familiar with how measuring food looks like. And then this scale specifically, once you weigh it, it will display the nutrition facts given whatever you're weighing. So there's usually like a unit number that you get to, like a food code that you get to put in. And based on the weight of the food, of that specific food you're measuring, it will formulate a nutrition facts label for you. So technology these days with food scales has gotten really good. Something I would recommend to really familiarize yourself with kind of the food that you're eating. So it eliminates guesswork. That's what you want to do. Know what you're putting into your body and know it well. Eating a diet that is going to be well dense in nutritional value is going to support a very well functioning biology. So your cells in your body, your organs, how your body functions, it's going to be good if you are feeding it a nutrient dense diet. That said, nutrient density isn't going to be the factor of losing and gaining weight. Calorie count is going to be what determines that, the energy balance, calorie balance. So theoretically, you can consume a diet, say, of McDonald's, but if the calorie balance is less than what you're actually expending, you are going to lose weight. While that doesn't seem plausible because it's McDonald's and it's kind of seen as unhealthy food, if you are in a negative energy balance, meaning you are consuming less calories than expending calories from exercise and activities of daily living, you will lose weight. However, you may not feel the best, may not have the most energy because the nutritional value of your diet isn't the highest. However, you will see weight lost, you will see changes in cardiometabolic markers if you do get like a blood panel taken. However, it's not sustainable. So take that into account when you're creating a diet for yourself. Kind of the main theme is you want to have a diet that is kind of maximizing nutritional value, but also you're eating foods that you're actually going to consume and that you can actually follow a diet with. And then 3, the diet should also include adequate protein. So if you are looking to really maximize lean mass, all while either losing fat or maintaining body weight, you just want to make sure that the calorie consumption after you've considered adequate protein is right for you and is supporting your fitness goals. Now, I'm not promoting eating like a diet that exclusively consists of McDonald's, or foods alike. However, the point that I'm trying to get at is what determines weight change is calorie balance. Then it's time to reassess the numbers of what you're eating. So look at the total calorie count. Look at how much protein that you're consuming on a regular basis. Higher protein diets are going to sustain lean mass during weight loss, as well as gain lean mass during weight gain. And then check your calories. If you're trying to lose weight and you're not losing weight, by definition, you are not in a calorie deficit. You are not consuming less calories than you are expending. If you are trying to gain weight and you are not gaining weight, by definition, you are not in a calorie surplus, meaning you need to consume more calories in order to put on more mass. So it's kind of it's a process of trial and error. It's a process of really learning like the relationship that you specifically have with food and how to manipulate that to the best of your ability to complement your training. And then once you find a routine that really works for you, stick to it. Make changes where needed, but consistency is going to be your best friend when it comes to achieving the results that you want to get. So nutritional value is important, but it's not the end all for weight change. 2, adequate protein is always going to be necessary whether you're putting on new weight or maintaining weight or losing weight. So ensure adequate protein. A great guideline for adequate protein is consuming 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. In order to determine the amount of lean mass that you have to evaluate your body fat percentage. And you could get that roughly estimated through some very simple body fat measurement procedures. 2 that kind of come to mind right now. 1 is a biological impedance form of body fat measure, which is it's an electronic device. You plug in your basic biometric stats and like height, weight, age, gender, and then you hold that. And what that does is it sends an electrical current through one hand and it has to reach to the other hand. And based on that time measure, it can calculate roughly what your body fat percentage is. There's also biological impedance machines where you stand on it and it sends that same current through one foot and it reaches the other. And then it makes that a same thing where it, based on the time that it took for that current to travel from one foot to the other, it will create a estimate of body fat. This is heavily influenced though by hydration status. So if you are more hydrated at the time of measure, it'll likely confound a little bit, leaning toward a body fat that is lower. Not to say that it's inaccurate, but just know that it is going to affect kind of the time measure when performing that. The other one is skin folds. So getting your trainer or a friend who is knowledgeable in skin fold measurements to do that for you, and then they plug into an equation. It can determine a body fat estimate for your body. So then once you have that determined, then you can really identify what that lean mass number for yourself looks like, and then that would equate to the 1 gram per pound of lean body mass for protein. And otherwise healthy adults with no pre-existing kidney or liver dysfunction, these high protein diets do not cause harm. So to ensure that you are consuming adequate protein, don't be afraid to consume a little more. Something else to consider is with protein, it is a very thermic food, is a very thermic nutrient. And what this means is it requires energy, calories, in order to digest it. So about 20 to 30% of the calories that you consume from protein are lost in digestion. So to give you just a example of what that looks like, say you consume 25 grams of protein. And per gram of protein is 4 calories. So 25 times 4 is 100. And you just consume that 100 calories worth of protein, which is 25 grams of protein. 20-30% of those calories will be lost, right? So of that 100 calories, only 70 to 80 are actually registered by the body, because it took 20 to 30 of those 100 calories to actually break down the protein in digestion and make it usable for your body. Creating a diet for yourself are going to contain these critical elements of adequate protein and adequate calories. And you have to base these on what your specific fitness goals are. It's going to be some trial and error, but it's worth the time to determine kind of what this looks like for you, so you can really complement the consistency that you have with both diet and training.